And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Bronco switch. Bronco roll.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Alert. Dragon 60. Happy Ranger.
Back to throw. Bryant firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Knight. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Bryant.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Tatum.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That's good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
5 yards on the... Pick up on first down. Off play action. Bryant looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, Bryant, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On second down now, it's Knight, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. In motion comes the tight end left. Off the play fake. Bryant. And he's going to go down. Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Street!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is Reese on the ground. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. And open, it's Moss, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got it complete to Perkins. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one too low.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Mabry. And Graham's got it, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go now.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Mabry. It's Graham again with the catch, just like the last play. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw. Mabry. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. Tatum. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go, here we go. 15, 5 years. 50 Falcons.
Off play action. Bryant. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Now again, right side. It's Knight, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Texans will take over.
A check of the scoreboard. They're in the 3rd in Baltimore. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. Tatum, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This complete to Martin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want one.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And it is 28-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Bryant. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, start.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bryant. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up the 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his man complete. That's Moss.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
The point after is good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Come on. Hey. Check. 60
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First down, Tatum, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moss. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Back to throw. Bryant. Over the middle, complete. That's Perkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Seven Pirates. Come back team.
On 3rd down, Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This was a really nice display.